Richard Noel.
Hi.
He's from France. I was wanting to know, because you're in a different country than us, how your Varroa mite issue is compared to ours as far as, is it able to be put under control,
Well, you're from Wisconsin, aren't you? Whereabouts is that in terms of here? I'm pretty bad on my...
Center of the country, straight up.
Okay, well, in terms of climate zone, which is quite important when you're dealing with Varroa, we're very similar to last year's place where the last conference was. Tennessee.
So yeah, we're much much colder, right?
We have a spring flow, a summer flow, and then that's it for the year. So we generally cage. I actually cage my queens for brood breaks in July. Make a nuke, take the brood out, and the brood I take out, I put into a nuke, and that contains a lot of obviously Varroa, because that's in the brood cappings in July, so the numbers are built up.
So you get a brood break.
So I get a brood break, and then I treat with oxalic acid after that. So, but also I treat, in my nukes they get Apivar, or Apivar you call it here, and that works really well for me. But wherever you are, it's different because it depends on whether your queen's shut down or not. And we have Asian hornet. I'm doing a talk on it this afternoon, and you'll see that when you have a really bad year with Asian hornet, the queen doesn't lay in late summer, and then you have a problem with not enough winter bees. And then obviously the Varroa again seems to rear its head, because when you have a drought and it's hot, it exasperates everything, or what's the word? It exaggerates everything. So you actually have higher Varroa, more virus loads, and colonies with not many winter bees in. So that's the problem we have, but it's all tied together.
Okay. I also was wondering, when you got started with bees, how old were you?
I was about, it would be like 13, 14 years ago, so I would have been 26.
26? So did you have a mentor?
No, I'm joking. No, it was when I was about 44, I think. 45. So I did have a mentor. I had a French beekeeper who was like the local beekeeper, and everybody knew him, and if there was a swarm, they called him, and I just happened to meet him, and he taught me how to make swarm traps. So I started putting swarm traps around. I mean, the bees I got were rubbish. They were horrible black bees that were just feral. But I learned all about getting stung then, because I got stung a lot, and what suits to buy and how to get a good suit. But then I learned how to raise queens with the bees I had, and as soon as I did that, it was like a revelation, because I could actually get some better genetics brought in.
Yeah, so do you graft your own queens?
Oh yeah, I do, yeah. But saying that, I do, some years I buy some stock in, some years I graft. But for instance, last year I had to recover from a really bad year at Asian hornet in 2022. So I had my overwintered nukes that were actually okay. So I used my resources there, and then I split all those in the spring twice, and then I'm back up to my numbers because I had the resources, I had the sustainability. But I still brought queens in, but I raised them at the end of the year as well, because I had enough resources by then they built back up. But you just have to do kind of what works for you. It's never easy. The mentor I had he's died now, but I've had other mentors in the past as well. I met a guy who was part of the French breeding program, and I worked at his workshop for a couple of years. But then afterwards, I mean, when you start meeting people around the world and you have so many ideas, you tend to pick up so much anyway. So it's really good. So yeah, but a mentor is really good. But just find one who gives you the feedback you want, and if you don't find that, go to someone else, because it's really important that you should always surround yourself by the people that you want to become. And in beekeeping, it's the same. You should always find someone who's giving that real diversity, but being fair and telling you the truth as much as you can. So you don't want a load of rubbish. You need to know the facts, and as soon as you start working on that, you grow. So,
thank you.
No problem.
This has been Mike and Lori with Hamburg Honey with Richard Noel.
Nice to meet you.
Get out and enjoy your bees.
Thank you.